Okay, so now we're ready to cut our cross-section. And in order to cut a cross-section, we need to know what coordinates we want to cut through. So we'll go back over to GIS. And these are our coordinates. So how would you even highlight those? Well, first thing is, let's say that we want to, I'm just going to move over to some other place. I'm looking at this large area. And let's say, first off, let's go over here to my borings and I'll select them. And I will clear the selected features. Okay, so I've got this section over here, and I want to cut this cross section. So I'm going to look at the borings that are of interest. So I'm going to zoom to this layer, and then I want to be able to see the things that I want to cut the cross section from. So I can go under Open Attribute Table, and then the attribute table opens. It might open some other place for you. I've docked it down here. Sometimes it's nice to dock things, so we'll just redock this over here. And then I will go and I will just select those. And you can see that they're highlighted. Now, in terms of drawing cross sections, there's all sorts of different ideas as far as what to do. I'm going to just do a lumping average approach, and we'll just see how well this works out. And so I'm going to just draw my cross section through here, and then I'm just going to have the program prorate or to impose those on this cross section. And so we need a cross section. So we'll go over here under my worksheets file, and I will right click that, and I will create a new shapefile. And this is going to be a line or a polyline, and I'm going to call this demo section. Okay. And I can give it the coordinate system of the state plane. So I'll do state plane. Once again, add 1983, and then we'll zoom down to New York. So we've got New York, Long Island. Click that. It's okay. And there we go. Okay, so there's my demo section. And then I can edit features, start editing. And then you can see that I can't create the features, so I will click this to the right. This and that. And then I can come in here and I can draw my cross section. So I'm going to just draw my section through here. I've just double clicked, and now I'm done. So I'm going to go editor, stop editing, save edits. Okay. Now I want to be pretty precise about where those points are located. So I'm going to create another one. And I'm going to go to our shapefile, but this time I'm going to create a point shapefile, and I'm going to call this demo section ends. Once again, I'm going to set the same coordinate system to be this projected. Come down here to state plane. Add 1983 US feet. And we are in New York on Long Island, so we will use the system for that. Click OK. Say OK. Now you can see that this has been generated over here. I'm going to go in here, I'm going to edit. I'm going to start editing. Now one of the things I want to do is I want to snap to the ends of these lines. So if I go over to these points over here and click point, you can see that it snaps over to those lines. If for some reason it's not snapping, customize toolbars, and you can select snapping and then confirm that you're using snapping. So then I'm going to snap to this one, and I'll snap to this one over here. And at this point, I'm going to stop editing. I'm going to save my edits, and then I'm going to open this attribute table. Now I have to go through and develop my northerns and easterns. Once again, using double 17.2. Okay. Okay. Then we'll calculate that geometry. So northing is y. I'm going to use the state plane coordinate system, and we've defaulted to feet because that was what we used last time. Click OK. Calculate the geometry. In this case, the easting is the x, which is correct. I'm going to use that state plane coordinate system once again in feet. Click OK. Now we've got those points. Now I can export those, or I can just copy and paste them directly. So just for repetition, that I am going to export fall 2013, and I want to use my text file. I'm going to call this my section demo. Click save. Click OK. Do not want to add. Okay, so now I've got the ends of these points, and I'm ready to develop my cross section and my fence diagram. Okay, so now we can go over to output, and I'm going to do a fence. Okay, so the source for this is going to be our Brookhaven demo, so that's already been identified, and we're going to draw this fence on this diagram. And so for our baseline, we could bring this in as the coordinates. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go and we'll open, and we'll browse, get the most recent one that we worked with. And you can see here when you do this, you have to make sure that you select all files in order for this to work. So we'll get the most recent, and this is section demo. Okay. Once again, it comes in this format. It's delimited. It's commas. And finish. Okay. So now our northern is our y. So click Control Copy. There's our northern. Try that again. Copy. And paste it in there. And then we've got our easting. Control Copy. And there for our second point. Copy the easting. And copy the northern. And now we have our endpoints. Click OK. Okay. And at this point, we have everything we need in order to create our fence diagram. There's other things that you can put in here in terms of your maximum, your minimum. You can give offsets and that sort of thing, but I'm going to go ahead and just put everything on there. So I'm going to export this, and I'm going to give it a location where I can find it. And it's going to create a PDF. Okay. And now I'm ready to go. Right, now this should have created a fence diagram. So we have our worksheets, and there's our Brookhaven demo. We open this up, and here's our 3 forms. And we check this out. We've got B101, B103, and B104. In this case, we omitted B102. It seems that there is a small discrepancy. This one shows slightly different stratigraphy than the others. And also B103 doesn't show that full depth, so there's a little bit of quality control that needs to be done. However, at this point you can see that we have looked along our baseline in terms of feet, and we have a general idea of our stratigraphy.